So today I'm going to give you guys a review of this dry suit, Mustang Survival Hudson CCS, after 1 year of abuse. Stay tuned. Hey guys, thank you for tuning into Moo Outdoors. Today I'm going to give you guys a review of this dry suit. This is Mustang Survival Hudson CCS dry suit. After abusing it for 1 year, technically 13 months, the first thing I'm going to say about this is that this is a game changer. So those of you who've been following the channel know that I've been kayak fishing for over 10 years. First 10 plus years, I was wearing a Farmer John wetsuit like this. Why am I wearing a wetsuit or dry suit? Because up in Northern California, the coastal water, the Pacific Ocean, or even in the bay, the water temperature is pretty low. You're looking at anywhere between low 60s to low 50s. So in those temperatures, you really have to dress for immersion. Otherwise, when you fall in the water, you suffer from hypothermia if you don't dress for immersion. So you have to get ready for the drink. I said when, but not if, because falling in the water is part of kayak fishing. It's part of kayaking. So the wetsuit did pretty good job keeping me warm, even when I was wet. If it was sunny day out, warm day out, up in the coast, up in the Northern California coast, it did its job pretty well. However, if it was windy or if it was cloudy, if the air temperature was pretty low, I was always getting cold with the wetsuit. Even after I layer underneath the wetsuit and wear a waterproof pants or rain pants on top of it, I was getting cold. Especially on the stealth, because on the stealth, you are pretty much sitting in a pot of water. By the end of the day, the whole wetsuit is wet. But after getting the dry suit, I don't have that problem anymore. I stay completely dry all day long, and keeps me much warmer on the water when I'm kayak fishing. I only got cold when the air temperature was low 40s, and just wearing a jacket on top of the wetsuit quickly fixed it. So why did it take me so long to get a dry suit? There are two big reasons. Number one is the price tag. Dry suits are not cheap. They are pricey. But I gotta say, they are totally worth it. Not just because of the comfort, but because of the safety as well. If you layer properly in the dry suit, you will stay warmer than you are in a wetsuit. So it will take longer time for you to suffer from hypothermia when you fall in the water and need to get rescued. The price tag, I think, is totally worth it. And the reason number two is I am allergic to latex. Typically, dry suit, you're gonna have a latex gasket on the neck and latex gasket on the wrist. There are commonly called semi-dry suit, which has neoprene gasket on the neck, but it still has a latex gasket on the wrist. I could have replaced the latex gasket to neoprene gasket, or there's even a silicone gasket, but that's something that I'll have to pay extra for. So I wanted to get something that is already latex free. And Hudson CCS is completely latex free. During my research, there are only 2 dry suits that is completely latex free on the market, as far as I know. But I decided to go with the Mustang Survival Hudson CCS because of the features that it offers. So I'm going to be honest, I did not really know much about Mustang Survival. There are big companies that supply water safety gear to US and Canadian military, but I didn't really know them because you don't really see Mustang Survival in the kayak shops. During my extensive research, I found out about this dry suit. I decided to bite the bullet and purchase one. So the features that I really like about this dry suit, the material they use is probably the most durable material you'll find. Very, very durable. This is not Gore-Tex. Gore-Tex would be a little more breathable, but after using it for 1 year, this is very breathable as well. When you pedal hard, when you are walking down your kayak to the beach, you get hot, you do sweat a little bit inside, and it evaporates fairly quick. And the clothes I wear inside got never wet. Even when I kind of overdress underneath the dry suit and got pretty hot during fishing, my clothes underneath never got wet. Very breathable and also very durable material. So they use the same material for US military. So you know they are tough and durable. So if you look at the knee area right here, it's got even thicker reinforced fabric. So it's even more durable. And it's got a foam knee pad inside, which you can remove it if you don't want it. I wasn't really sure about the foam knee pad, but it really, really helps out when you have to kneel down, especially when I'm on the boat. And also, turn this around. Your bottom area, your butt area is also reinforced, which made a lot of sense to me because on a kayak, you are sitting down all the time, you are on contact with your seat. It makes sense that this area is reinforced. And also, if you look at the zipper, there is no separate relief zipper going horizontal, but their main zipper doesn't stop here at the waistline, but it continues down further south. And when you have to relieve yourself on the water, you have no issue doing so. Going back to the neck gasket and the wrist gasket, on the wrist gasket, they use a neoprene gasket on the wrist, which does really good job keeping the water out. Even after dipping my hand in the water so many times while I'm kayak fishing, my sleeves on my shirt never got wet. It keeps the water out really good. And the neck gasket, I don't even know exactly what kind of material they use. It does feel like some kind of rubber. It's not latex, and it does really, really good job keeping the water out. And the biggest thing is so comfortable. Oh my gosh, this thing is so comfortable. Like I said, I'm allergic to latex, so I never actually wore a latex gasket dry suit, but I have a paddling jacket that has a neoprene gasket. And neoprene gasket, they are much more comfortable than the latex gasket. I know a lot of people ended up not using their dry suit because the latex gasket is so uncomfortable. But neoprene gasket, they are okay. They're pretty comfortable. They're not too constrictive. But this thing right here is so comfortable. And I'll show you how the neck gasket works in a minute. What did I forget? So if you look at the behind the knee area, there's a little Velcro. You can cinch down to make a more tighter fit, which is nice. And there's a loop here where you can use to hang your dry suit, but I like using the coat hanger. This is where I store my dry suit, just hanging after rinsing it off after every fishing. And I think I washed this only 2 times. I should have washed a little more. And this is machine washable. And they actually recommend you to wash it a little more often, but I was just a little too lazy about it. So let me show you the other feature that I really, really like about this dry suit as I'm putting it on. So the other feature I really like about this dry suit is it's got built-in suspender. So you might ask, why do I need a built-in suspender in the dry suit? It's because the built-in suspender prevents the dry suit from sagging at the crotch. So if you have a saggy crotch, especially on the dry suit, since the fabric is not stretchy, you're gonna lose mobility when you are moving around and you're walking around. So this is a neoprene gasket on the wrist, and you also have a Velcro that you can cinch it down. And the gasket right here, so when you put it on, it's not too tight. It's actually pretty loose. But you can use the drawstring right here and make it as tight as you want. So even you make it pretty nice and snug, pretty tight, it's still very, very comfortable. And like I mentioned, the zipper down here, there's no separate relief zipper, but the main zipper itself goes down so far, so you don't have trouble with relieving yourself. I really like the feature, the reinforced knee area, reinforced bottom area, this being completely latex free, and a super comfortable neck gasket. I also got this Mustang Survival underlayment. This is the one piece. Air temperature or the water temperature is super cold. I wear this underneath as a underwear. Even though this is not too thick, this is super warm. And if you look here, it's got the fly hole if you have to relieve yourself. And one major thing I don't like about one-piece suit like this, or the overall, is that when you have to go number 2, you have to take it off from the top. But this guy got a relief hole in the back as well. So it's got elastic here, and there is a hole. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little tight to pull it down underneath your butt, but it's totally doable. I did it many times. So you have your relief hole in the front and relief hole in the back. But the bottom line is, I love the dry suit. I love how comfortable the neck gasket is. And I love all the features that I mentioned. And the price tag, I think, is totally worth it. If you look at my fishing gear, they're mostly very affordable gear. But when it comes to safety, like a PFD, this dry suit, or Inrich Mini 2, I don't like to go cheap. I want something high quality, something I really depend on. For my viewers, I will have a discount code. I was able to secure a discount code from Mustang Survival. I cannot put that discount code to the public. It's only for my viewers, my followers. So you have to contact me, and then I'll give you the discount code. I believe it's a 20% discount code, which is huge. That's usually the biggest sale price. I'll leave the link to the Mustang Survival site in description. Check it out, and if you would like a discount code, contact me through Instagram, Facebook, or email me. I have an email address down in the description as well. So if you have any questions, please comment down below. And as always, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more, and go outside and enjoy the outdoors.